Hello and welcome to I guess this is the second edition of our movie commentary called Powering Through the Rumor
Movie
Mill.
mill. No
Movie
rumor.
mill.
There's no
Mov-
rumors here.
Rumor mill.
We're not discussing rumors.
I don't know, man. Is it a rumor that Chinese Asian man
Is a Jedi? Is he not a
did say
Jedi?
that? Is a Jedi? I don't
Can
know.
you say
man.
that?
Rumor is.
Rumor
yes,
has it.
I'm just
Okay.
saying. So for those, I don't know if this is the first one you've seen of us. If it's not, we do have a Rogue One version that we did earlier today. It is May the 4th. May the Force be with you. May the 4th be with you. So we decided we watched two Star Wars movies today. We kind of introed the whole idea in the other video, but I'll just quickly say I have a big movie list. I really didn't enjoy movies for a long time, and so we're just kind of going through. It's 100 movies using the review site Letterboxd, and we'll probably put my list in the description because we're going to be doing some of those movies as we go.
And for the record, you do enjoy movies now. Like it's kind of we're kind of doing this. A lot of these I've seen, and we're just kind of making our way through. Some of them I haven't, but a lot of them I've seen. We're making our way through Chris's list and kind of experiencing firsthand him exploring some classics, some movies that are a little more well known, or that basically you have to have seen to be into movies, and
so we're going through them, and we're not going to go through all of them, but we're going to be doing some movie commentaries. Normally it'll probably be one a week if we can. This week is two, just because of, it's May the
Happy
4th.
Star Wars Day to everyone. Star Wars.
Yeah. So
nerd.
So we're going to do a movie commentary, so feel free to sync up the movie with ours. We, of course, are using Blu-rays that we both bought. There are other legal ways to access it through different services. I believe both are on Netflix.
We'll include links.
We'll put those in the
Correct.
description. So that way you can follow along with us, or if you just want to hear lovely voices
as we react to the scenes and you try to remember. Yeah, if you want to do it that way, go for it. But
you're probably a little weird if you want to do it that way, though.
Weird doesn't mean wrong, though.
That's okay.
Weird doesn't mean wrong. Indeed.
No,
we support the weird here at Pajod Media.
So I hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, we did Rogue One earlier, so if you want to check that out first, we kind of decided to go Rogue One first because it technically happens well before this. But now we will do The Force Awakens, the 7th installment.
Oh, and to sync up where we are,
Star
we are
Wars?
currently viewing just as the Lucas Limited logo shows up, so the Lucasfilm Limited logo. So you don't actually...
Not all the way. You can just kind of
make it out. So you just kind of pause it. As you start to see it fade in, just at the beginning, just hit pause, and then that's where we are.
Mm-hmm. And if you're a second or two off, it's really not going to change anything. Like, you're still going to be able to hear us react. And you can always adjust on the fly if you hear us kind of reacting earlier or later. Yep. It's kind of the beauty of these. So I hope you guys enjoy. And if you want to count it down, we can start it off.
2, 1, 4, 5. We're good. We're good.
Lucasfilm.
All right, here we go. Let's kick this off. I'm ready. I was born.
Oh
ready.
yeah, I've never seen this before, Ryan. Not ever in my life.
You're gonna get the text scroll this time.
Yes, the famous. I'm gonna read off the text scroll.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna read
Join yourself in on the adventure.
Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Luke Skywalker has vanished in his absence. The sinister First Order has risen from the ashes of the Empire and will not rest until Skywalker, the last Jedi, has been destroyed.
Just shutting my light off. I gotta get some mood in here.
With the support of the Republic, General Leia Organa leads a brave resistance. She is desperate to find her brother Luke and gain his help in restoring peace and justice to the galaxy. Leia has sent her most daring pilot on a secret mission to Jakku, where an old ally has discovered a clue to Luke's whereabouts.
So... ...
You're
going to see a little older Leia here, a little less CGI. Just saying. Also, for those who didn't listen to the last one, no slave Leia, yeah.
No.
For those who didn't listen to the last one, I've seen this movie a couple times. I saw it twice in theaters, and that's it. Chris obviously has not. This is his list His movie mill, if you will. Miller's movie mill.
You mean my rumor mill?
Rumor mill. That was pretty good. That's pretty good. In a world of epic slip-ups, that's a pretty big, but good one.
Mm-hmm.
You might see a little less planets in this one too.
But we might see a little more shadows.
Hey, you're gonna see new characters. This isn't treading in
cool. I'm
current
excited.
territory. And to be fair,
I only know one spoiler of this movie, and you probably already know what it is. So it's a pretty big one. But we won't say that one in case. Yeah, unfortunately, I know that.
That's okay. There's still other cool things in this movie.
Oh, it's the men who always miss.
These are new. These are First Order stormtroopers. You see, their helmets are different.
That's true. I can totally.
They're no longer the Empire either. They're the other side now. They're the Resistance, I think. Oh, here's your droid cash-in.
What in the hell are you?
That's BB-500, I think, or BB-50, or
BB-8.
Oh, there you go, BB-8. It's a BB. I knew it was like a BB gun.
I always have my subs on. Just for this, it helps.
You'll never know what that droid says. You can get the gist.
So, is this a wannabe R2-D2?
Yeah, that's BB-8. There you go. But yes. Essentially. Also, legendary actor there, Max von Sydow, I believe his name is. The old man.
What's he been in? Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen him before.
You know what? I have a phone. Let's let me clarify.
Stormtroopers.
He was in The Exorcist. He was also in Game of Thrones.
He
was the preacher, I believe, in The Exorcist. I also remember seeing him in a movie called a bank robbery movie with Denzel Washington and Clive Owen. Maybe I'm thinking of it. No, that's a different legendary old actor. Anyway, I've seen too many movies. Okay, you're gonna get it.
Man, one thing is
intro
not
to the new
count.
emo villain.
I have seen the trailer for this, so I know he's got a cool, funky red lightsaber.
Indeed. I only joke. He's only somewhat of an emo. You know, like 80% emo. You know, here, important document. Take it, droid. This original idea. Sorry.
I was gonna say, like, I'm having some serious New Hope flashback here.
Just forget about A New Hope. Yeah. But yes, you're not wrong. In fact, you are right. All right, I forgot. Yeah.
Blood. Now it says Doom.
That would be pretty great. Doom guy in the Star Wars universe. Just running around, fucking shit up.
Man, that would be a great mod for Doom. You're just a stormtrooper.
Yep.
But every time you shoot a gun, you miss. Like, it's just programmed.
That would be a hard game to play. Better hope you get those glory kills in, because that's the only time you're going to be able to succeed.
Mm-hmm. New bad guy?
Indeed.
Okay.
For Easter egg people, they know that his costume very much resembles that of Darth Revan, which is from Knights of the Old Republic, and a lot of that older lore. Exposition.
Could that be foreshadowing? Oh. Is he Leia's son?
I'm not saying anything. You don't know nothing yet. You only know.
I mean, I'm just assuming. Unless he means family like Jedis.
I'm not gonna. You're gonna see that for yourself.
Oh, I know. I don't actually want you to answer. Who the hell are you?
Game of
Phasma.
Captain Phasma, yeah, that is the
Phasma?
She is the Game of Thrones actress, one of them. She plays
blonde lady?
No, she's like a warrior lady in Game of Thrones. Her name escapes me now.
Gwendolyn
or something? She's still a pivotal character in Game of Thrones. And that's not just my failing brain. Game of Thrones has like 7 million character names to try to remember. And she's a good one, but she's not as pivotal. Like watching Game of Thrones, I could remember it. And the moment I saw it, I would, it would trigger in your brain. That's a new force power they kind of showed. You see it in games and other stuff, but like the ability to just freeze a giant poltercast in its place, that's kind of cool. Vader never did that. Although I think he did in the end scene of Rogue One.
I was gonna say,
which released technically after this movie, though. Although it takes place chronologically before, which makes.
So what we're really saying is the proper way to watch the Star Wars movies is 1, 2, 3, Rogue One, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Correct?
Vader did it first, then.
I don't actually agree with that.
I do.
Oh, I know you do.
It's all about order. Burp, 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 burp. Hey, it looks very much like Death Star stuff and traditional Empire stuff, but they're not the Empire. They're the First Order.
Doom guy.
Yeah, it's Doom guy. Main character.
We see his face for the first time.
John Bodega. I will say, I kind of like her setting, like where she is anyway. It is as you'll see, a Tatooine-esque equivalent, but like what she's in right now is kind of cool. It's like a destroyed Star Destroyer and the pits of it that fell down to the planet after the Battle of Endor at the end of Star Wars Episode 6. So it's just kind of like, that's cool. Like, that's cool. That's a cool thing. Or basically after the events of, the big war that caused ships and everything to fall. It's just like, I don't know, that's neat.
So I know a lot of people like her, from what I've heard.
A lot of people liked Luke, too. Fucking, they're wrong. That's okay. They're allowed to be wrong.
I don't like Luke. Maybe old man Luke, I don't know, but...
okay.
I don't know, I haven't seen it, right? But but I do not
People
like...
listening to this who've seen this movie already are laughing with me. You'll laugh with me when it's over.
Okay.
It's just you'll laugh with me in an hour or two. Just give it some time.
The Obi-Wan, I mean, is the man.
In any incarnation. Although, to be fair, Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan, I think, is the best Jedi character in the whole fucking thing. Like, let's not deny it, people. But that's just because Ewan McGregor is a fantastic actor.
I do like Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah, but again, Liam Neeson, guys, like...
I know, it's so easy. It's Liam Neeson.
Hey, remember Batman Begins? He was great in that, too. Liam Neeson turns out is good. I don't know, man.
You ever see Taken 3, man? Taken 3. His best movie of all time.
Getting some good classic camera shots here. Yeah, there you go. You see this? Like, look at that. Come on. That's some screenshot or some screensaver background image shit if I've ever seen it, you know? But
it's a nice picture.
Exactly. Rey and her stupid staff. There's like these
there's a better way to carry this shit around.
Yeah, well, but she lives on she's poor. I don't know if you get this from the images that they're presenting, but she's a scavenger.
Yeah. I'm getting a bit of an impression of that, yeah.
I don't know if that's a Jawa or a robot Jawa. A very Tatooine vibe to this planet.
Your favorite planet?
She scavenges. She lives out in the middle of nowhere. It's hard to survive. Her dolls are made out of bad things.
I'm getting a bit of a New Hope vibe.
She marks her days with ticks on the wall.
It's a bit of a Castaway vibe now.
Those little things that she just got, apparently that's food.
Ugh.
No, it turns into something.
Well, that looks better.
It's a bagel. Or a muffin or some breaded...
Muffin, I would say, yeah.
And, enough not to die. And then you move on. Very Luke. Man, look that shot though. Holy Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why it's hard to even when you're like, this is kind of retreading, but at the same time you see those camera shots, you're like, but I like that. I like the production. I like the universe too much. It's like wrestling in a way, right? We talked about that before.
Mm-hmm.
Even when it's bad or like not middling, sometimes you're just like, it's just enough. We're all marks deep down for something. Oh, weird. Person on the stranded planet randomly gets in contact with droid who happens to contain information. That's never happened before, Chris. This is some crazy... Did you see that coming? Like...
I'm getting some vibes here, Ryan. I don't want to jump to any conclusions yet. But,
hey.
This is reminding me a bit of Interstellar.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just putting it out there. One of the worst Nolan movies, by the way.
Well, this is an Interstellar prequel, I hate to tell you.
For those who don't know, Ryan and I both like Interstellar a lot. We're throwing it out there. That's all.
No. Boom, boom. Very much R2 bonding with...
Yeah, no, I got it right.
Yeah. Indeed. I mean, I'm sure our commentary on this isn't enlightening to the point that people are suddenly realizing that this movie is very much A New Hope. Oh yeah, there's some good scenes though. And Pepper makes her appearance known. Again, that's okay. You might. Oh, yeah, they're the Resistance. The other people are the First Order.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure this dude was in Harry Potter, the red hair, at some point. Here, I'll check it up. So you're starting to get an idea of this villain.
You mean Domhnall Gleeson?
Yeah, is that his name?
Plays General Hux.
In this? Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. Yeah, he plays Bill Weasley. He's been a lot more in that, though. He's in The Revenant.
Ex Machina.
Ex Machina.
Yeah, he's got a storied career. True Grit, you know?
Yeah, he's had some good stuff.
Yes.
Also, can't forget about the famous TV movie When Harvey Met Bob.
When Harvey Met Bob.
One of the best movies of all time.
You are starting to get a vibe for this villain. What do you think so far of the villain, specifically, Mr. Ren, Kylo? Digging the voice? You digging the look?
It's okay.
No?
We'll see.
Well, he's already appeared, right? So.
Yeah, I mean the voice is alright, but
I'm just asking.
See. I like his lightsaber.
There you go. Maul.
I mean, who the hell does not like that lightsaber?
Darth Maul still has the best lightsaber. We all know it.
Oh, God, yeah.
The scenes with these two are...
I don't want to be negative, but that was a bit of cringeworthy.
Oh, come on. He's intentionally trying to be unsure of himself, right? That's the idea.
Yeah, I know.
They really go into this... Yeah, his character's like a rookie. Also, look at those TIE fighters. They're red.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
He's kind of an idiot.
Mm-hmm. Those TIE fighters are pretty sweet. Oh, you kind of forgot some.
There it was. Wilhelm scream. Telling you. That's it right there. Called it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on alert. I will be on alert for all the way. This is going to be a recurring feature because it's not just these movies. They're everywhere, man. I'm telling you. Don't get cocky or something, right? Isn't that what they... Anyway. Wait, wrong movie.
Oh, that's a little jarring to watch. Do you?
He's got this.
Yeah. I saw it.
He's like a sports bro, right? Isn't that's the vibe I get from him? He's just like cheering for his football team.
That's not a name.
There's Finn. There's the character. Finn Poe.
Finn. Indeed. Yeah, Domhnall Gleeson. Adam Driver plays Kylo Ren, right?
You'll see face. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I like Adam Driver.
He's not all Vadered up. He just chooses to wear a mask. But that's where he wants to go. Whoop. See, there's kind of like a little bit of stuff kind of indicating how they create stormtroopers still. Like, I'm assuming that they're still clones, right, of some variety.
It's kind of a neat perspective.
Yeah. That to me, that's one of the more interesting angles of this movie. Is just hey, this guy's a stormtrooper. He's different. He's not from A New Hope. Oh no. We just left this planet, but,
A little too much Tatooine B.
Jakku?
Yeah, that's what it's called, Jakku.
Poe's dead. If this were Rogue One, Poe's dead.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, seriously? Like, right off the bat? Oh. The sand is alive.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Poe. I want to just get out of there. That would be a good idea. That's what I would do. I would be running at this moment, not staring at it with my mouth open. It's okay. I know you haven't seen something this crazy since the Denver Broncos played the Packers, but let's go.
What?
Not you. Him. His character to me seems like...
What is the reference to that?
His character seems like, I'm a sports fan, and I'm into it, but I don't know. Are we going to win this year? Yeah, we are. Like, that's what the way he acts.
So, is Poe dead?
I don't know. Do you know? Does anyone know?
I mean, based on the Star Wars I've watched today, Poe and his entire family are probably dead.
This planet's only going up in a few seconds. Just wait. I mean, to be fair, in the Legend of Zelda universe, Poe is named for a ghost. Right? Ghosts are called Poes. I'm not saying that's connected in this movie in any variety. I'm just saying, what really happened to Poe? Hashtag.
You should jump.
Oh, they don't use clones. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, they're programmed from birth.
So is Snoke kind of like the Emperor?
No, the Emperor's dead, right?
No, but I mean,
they haven't. They
in the position of.
They don't really elaborated in this movie. Actually, to be honest, that's kind of a question mark. What he like? You do see him, but yeah, Andy Serkis plays him, or plays in quotes.
I guess it's like Kylo Ren being mentored by Snoke,
that's what they give the illusion to. Again, they don't actually answer a lot of questions. They just set up a lot of questions, which is why 8 and 9 could be way different.
Yeah. Well, that's a scene.
Indeed.
Whoa, what? You don't take BB-8. It's the best droid this universe ever had.
Woman in danger? Sportsman to action.
I must be a hero.
That's his character, pretty much.
I don't think she needs the help. Let me go get water again.
You're describing scenes of this movie without knowing them. That's the droid.
He's orange and white.
He said one of a kind. I'm connecting the dots.
I'd never seen a droid like that before. Lady, I just wanted some water. Oh my god. Dude, you just got your ass beat. Huh?
He helped him.
I need to shoot some things.
The droid is sad. Kids during that scene probably increased the chances that they were going to buy that toy at Christmas time.
Either that or commit suicide.
So, okay then.
Because they're sad.
Oh, I see.
Sadness. It was a joke. It was a very not very nice joke.
It was.
Apologies to anyone watching.
Hey,
but
get off your PC horse.
More of a sadness.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's a sadness joke.
it's a depressing joke.
When you're sad, you get depressed. When you get depressed, you have a higher rate of that. Who is that?
He's a myth. That's what she said.
Yeah, you thought he was a myth?
Yeah, we're like 30 years after that, man. Luke hasn't been seen at all. No one's seen him.
Oh, God. He's a myth.
That's a myth. In 30 years, if you haven't seen someone who did something, who's responsible for taking down the entire empire.
Yeah, I haven't seen Hitler in my life. And he's not a myth.
Yeah, but we live on one planet.
Where's your documentaries?
That's true. We need some...
Where's your holograms?
We need some Star Wars documentaries.
Where's your 4K? Come on, get it together.
Stream this stuff so we have evidence. Sadly, no one was streaming him when he destroyed the Empire with Vader.
Live stream on
that should have happened. But yeah, that's the idea. Everyone views the events of that kind of as not everyone, but the younger people and some people as like old time events, myths, etc.
Everyone's dead.
Yeah, Rogue One. Is that what we're gonna call the Rogue One episode? By the way, everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead. Yeah, pretty much.
That's a spoiler, though.
A little bit. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't call it that.
We could call it "And He's Dead." ... I
mean, we should probably just call it just call it Rogue One.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I got to give it a funny subtitle.
Well, you can.
That's in theme with the rest of our features. Anyway, we can discuss this after, but yeah.
One and done.
I might do ... and he's dead. Man, they're dead. Oh, does that ship look familiar to you? Huh? You heard of that shit before?
It looks like
weird. So our protagonists are being chased on a desert planet that is very dangerous, and it's a scavenger planet. And now they find a ship named the Millennium Falcon, and they are going to escape on it from said desert planet. It's a relic. You all remember this scene?
I thought the Millennium Falcon was a myth.
I don't think they know it's the Millennium Falcon at this point. Or what that even means. Oh.
Wow. Yeah, you're no Han Solo, that's for sure.
Well, that old bucket of bolts hasn't it's seen better days. I mean, let's be fair. Even in the original A New Hope, it was a bucket of bolts. That's how Han Solo referred to it. But it isn't.
Probably shouldn't do that. Oh my god.
Wow. No. More blast of fire.
A New Hope.
Time until we make another A New Hope joke. Get that counter. That's the counter for this one. How many times does it look like A New Hope? To be fair, this is a cool playground to have a space fight in. The ruins of a bunch of destroyed ships from battles long ago. Like I'll give them credit for the setting and aesthetic is cool.
Yeah, I can
like this would be a cool level in a video game, right? In a space battle. I hope it's a level in Battlefront 2, for example. Like even on ground, you could like hide in so many cool places. That would be cool. Yeah, it'd be cool. Oh.
Well, she's been in this place before.
Time for her to channel her inner Anakin Skywalker and be a badass pilot. Sick move, bro. See, look, he wooed. Like Ric Flair would do that.
Man.
He just...
And Ric Flair often provides a new hope for some of the younger ones. Mm-hmm.
He just needs a...
Who is flying the Millennium Falcon right now?
The ship is. Because they're in space, you're okay.
I guess.
He's with the Resistance. I don't have one. I just made it up.
Together we have the names of most video game characters.
Finn and Rey.
Finn and Rey. I find them easy video game character names.
True.
Are we gonna see Kylo?
Another, yep.
The better than Vader guy. Oh shit. That's a lightsaber. Wow. What a whiny bitch. Let me tell you. Vader would just slice him in half. He wouldn't even bother hitting anything else.
He has a tantrum.
Or he'd choke him. Probably more likely he would probably choke him.
His voice kind of has a Bane ring to it from TDKR. Oh.
Oh, there we go. That's more accurate.
Oh my. They leaned into the gimmick with BB-8, as you can see.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like, I don't hate it. It's just, it is a little too R2. Don't get me wrong. R2 is a charming robot, but every robot doesn't have to be charming. Especially in a world where K2 was so awesome, right? Like,
I hope they don't go this way too much, but I am a little concerned. This is going to be New Hope version 2.
Well,
and I kind of was hoping it wouldn't be.
It has its own. There are scenes that stand on its own outside of the New Hope reference. Yeah. I'll say, but
I hate remaking the. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like seen it, done it, probably done it better.
Like I said, there is enough in it that is a New Hope that you're going to get that vibe. But there is, like I said, there is some unique scenes in it. We're in a few of them now. Yeah.
That's why you don't put it on autopilot.
They didn't have. I think the ship systems failed them, or something to that effect. Birdie burp burp. Hurry. Oh, look.
Yeah.
It's people. Hi, people. Have you heard of these people? Maybe.
I mean, I'm okay with seeing these people. This is like my whole draw of the movie.
No Chuba.
I thought it was just a myth. I thought you were a myth. Nah, he's still Han. It's like say Harrison Ford is the man.
He is.
He looks good. He looks in better health than I thought he would look.
Hey, there's a droid with important info. Have you heard of this beforehand? Oh, well,
no.
He knows about Luke, though.
That's true. He probably has. Harrison Ford still carrying Star Wars movies to this day.
You know, he's still doing his scoundrel thing, right? Selling dangerous goods and illegal shit. You know, he's Han Solo. Of course, right?
I always thought Peter Quill was kind of based off.
Yeah, I think I don't know what came first, honestly, because Star-Lord might have been before Star Wars ever existed, but he was way different in the earlier comics. He was a little more suit and tie kind of prime or professional looking, and then he later became more bounty hunter-ish or scoundrel-ish, if you will.
He just reminds me, right? Like
the modern incarnation is clearly inspired by him.
Yeah. What in the hell are these people?
There's a bunch of other bounty hunter type, scoundrel types that he's dealing with.
What up, weird looking dude?
Hi, Ganja Club.
What in the hell?
Oh, Han. Always scoundreling. See, the one thing that I think is interesting is it's like there's a vibe that like the galaxy hasn't like reset since the Empire left. Like it's not like there's one big power. Kind of seems like there's factions everywhere, right? Like everyone's just kind of vying for their own little thing, which is interesting. Because the rebellion didn't really have government set up for when they took out the Empire, right? It was just the end of the Empire. Nope. See, this didn't happen in A New Hope. Crazy space creature. Oh. This was a mistake. Yeah, indeed. So the body count's still pretty high in this one too.
Yeah, I would imagine. She's super already worried about him.
You got to remember the time this came out too. I mean, it's we're still kind of in some of it, but this is during the height period of female protagonists must be the savior type, not the male, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it either, by the way. It's just there are clearly distinct signs. It's like we could have done this differently, but we decided this is going to be how this works. She saves the day like every time. He's just kind of incompetent. There we go. Indeed. If this was Rogue One, Chewie would be going down.
Don't you dare speak of such a thing.
Dun, 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 dun. It is good to see Harrison Ford doing the role again, though. It was, I mean. You're right. He does look. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's aged too bad. He hasn't actually done a lot of films or anything, to be honest, in his later years.
I mean, he didn't really have to.
True, but like guys like
Star Wars and Indiana Jones.
Guys like he was even older during those periods too, right? He was in his 40s, I believe.
He did 42.
But like, I mean, like if you look at like Patrick Stewart or Ian McKellen or Michael Caine, even like a lot of those guys just kept doing stuff as they aged. Harrison just kind of stopped. Oh look, there's a weapon in that planet. It's a cool looking weapon. Also, here's Snoke. Andy Serkis. AKA CGI, Andy Serkis voicing it. What do you think of Andy Serkis, by the way? Not even just in this in general. He does a lot of these, like voice, like not only just voiceover, but like CGI mocap type roles. Like obviously he was Gollum in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that's like I just recently saw the first Lord of the Rings the other night. Right?
He's also in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and all those. He plays the main ape.
I haven't seen a single one of those. I have the original on my
obviously
list.
The other Peter Jackson movies, King Kong. He's in that. He works with Peter Jackson a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the things I have seen of him, he's pretty damn good.
He plays himself. He plays an actual physical character in Avengers 2. The Dr. Claw that they go see, where they try to get the... Yeah, that's him there. That actually is Andy Serkis. Yeah. It feels weird to see him in person. I probably spoke over some important dialogue there.
I have subs, don't worry.
Did you hear it? What did you take from that scene? What did they say? Hey?
Maybe I did miss something. So I didn't take much from it.
Okay, I think they referenced something, but maybe I'm mistaken. You already picked up on it.
What? That he's Leia's son? Leia and Solo's
yes,
son,
indeed.
I assume? Yeah. I mean,
I think they loosely reference to it in that scene.
I mean, they literally said at the beginning, "It's part of your they're part of your family."
Well, they didn't say.
I assumed it wasn't Luke's kid.
Well, yeah, but they didn't really reveal. He just said your family's important, considering your family. So it could have been anyone, but yeah, you're right. They telegraphed that pretty hard, in my opinion.
Also saying he was originally a Jedi, like, I don't know, it just kind of seemed obvious.
Oh, that game that they played, the game we were seeing played in Rogue One in one of the streets was like that, except they had dice. See what you got. We're hitting about the halfway point here.
Wow, already?
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, why did he leave? Who do you think that boy is?
Han Solo.
Yeah, it's him.
No, it's Finn. Yeah. You're right, it's Finn. Oh my god. Of course they were
but
real.
Nobody would have seen them, right? She doesn't know.
I know.
She never lived to see one. Her whole life is before them. Remember, she's the millennials in this. Fucking millennial. An old friend. I don't think this is actually a known character. But they try to give us, we just got off that desert. Let's get a nicer planet to look at here, right? She's really dumb bum, like Luke grew up in.
Yeah, she's starstruck.
Listen. She would love the story of I used to be an adventurer like you, but then I took an arrow to the knee. I didn't know there was such thing as adventures. Thought it was all in storybooks. I have a doll. And this was shot in the same place they shot that scene for the Elf's place in Lord of the Rings. No, probably. It looks similar. Oh, Legolas, I didn't know you were here. They should just cross everything over. One giant universe. Marvel meets Star Wars, meets Lord of the Rings, meets Star Trek, meets DC, meets all of it. Just put it all in one. Disney, just yeah. One giant war, and then murder everyone. That's just Rogue One it. Just kill everyone in that one movie. And then force everyone to restart their cannons over with completely new characters.
Yeah.
Just being random.
Damn millennials and their stupid names.
Got a name? Khaleesi. Oh, God damn it. For those who don't know, that was a joke at Game of Thrones names. There's lots of people naming their kids after things like that now. One of the actors of It's Always Sunny named his kids after Guns N' Roses. Like, literally, one's called, Axl Rose, his last name. It's like, come on, bud.
At least name him after the good member of that group. To me, Slash is all Guns N' Roses.
Yeah. Nice looking building.
It was nice.
This was filmed in Scotland, probably.
Uncharted-esque building.
Maz. Yeah, misadventurer who reacts to everything first for the first time. Here we go. This is a little more Rogue One-ish, right? Cultured. That's what I call the Rogue One approach. Showing the flavor in the universe. That dude's pretty cool back there. He's just chilling.
Not a boy.
See, these are my favorite types of Star Wars scenes. I dig this idea that there's
the different
look at it, man.
Species on it.
Dude, wouldn't you just want to spend a night in that bar and get to know the place? Man, what the fuck is everyone doing? Oh.
No.
She's a spy.
You have not seen the droid.
You don't care about BB-8, do you? Is he endearing your heart? BB-8 affection.
He's a little PG for me.
He's no K2.
BB-8 is definitely no K2. BB-8's like I don't know.
It's the John Cena version of K2.
No.
Oh, here we go.
Like I don't know. The Disco Inferno version.
There you go. It's got disco fever. The Fen.
This guy's the Vampiro version of Darth Vader.
Hey. Let's come on now.
He seems alright. I mean, I like the connection to... Okay.
Yeah, I believe he said their grandfather or something. Let me finish what you started. Yeah.
Yeah, I assume the mask is very much in tribute to Vader.
Well, a little bit.
Kylo's
It's also, like I said, a Darth Revan kind of look.
Okay.
They kind of... Everyone's kind of wondering what they're going to do in the future. They, like I said, they don't go deep into it in this first one. It's just they just give you an intro.
Like, I like the concept of... Like, I do like the concept of him following in his grandfather's
ideals. Yeah.
shoes and going against the Jedi's family. I think that's a cool storyline. I don't know if the books were like that.
But Luke would be his uncle, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying he's going with his grandfather is what I was saying.
Yeah.
As in Vader, like following in his footsteps.
Yeah. Like, and then obviously, there's that whole justice and order versus.
And when I say going against his father, I mean Han and his uncle Luke and all.
His mom.
Obviously, yeah, his mom.
Finn just wants to leave.
Don't be rude, Finn.
Okay, then. Shit, there's a scene upcoming. I'm gonna see if you can spot something. I won't say it. We'll see if you can spot it. What about him? You should probably tell her the truth now, right? Like, you're not a resistance. You just got Poe's jacket. And people are mad. But I mean, he can, technically. Kill. Well, that was his first battle. Also, he's making a logical case. Why deal with this war? Why don't you just leave? There's like a bajillion planets out there, right? Let other people deal with this war.
Planets get destroyed,
Indeed.
man.
Haven't you seen Rogue One? How many people died in the movie?
Never did get a final death total.
It's a high number. 2 planets got destroyed. Nope. Okay.
Google, how many people died in Rogue One?
You actually Googling it?
I'm gonna Google, see if there's anyone who did a little study on it.
Chad, this might be the scene. Can you look out? There might be an Easter egg in here. I don't know. I don't know for sure if it's an Easter egg, actually. I kind of want to talk to you about it, but we'll see if you can pick up on it. I'm trying to remember how overt it is. Like how easy it is to spot, I guess I should say. Also, is a person at the end of that hallway? Or am I seeing things? Here, how about this conveniently located box? It's not locked either. There's lots of other boxes in the room, but this one's already forward facing. We put it that way intentionally, so you would open it. Oh no. It is a saber.
Yoda talking?
See, I actually couldn't spot it that time out either.
What was it?
Well, reportedly Ewan McGregor recorded dialogue for that as Obi-Wan. Somewhere.
He did.
Where was he? At the end? Did he say Rey?
He talks when when they have like the overtop scene. and you see Kylo Ren.
Okay.
He briefly speaks there because I have subs on and it said Obi-Wan.
Oh, okay, speaking. Yeah, you had subs on, so of course you're.
And I also had Yoda speaking at a couple points.
So, I can confirm that they don't reveal anything about her actual. That's as close as you get to seeing her backstory in this, and I don't know anything else. But there's fan theory right now that she might be related to Obi-Wan to some capacity, which is why she feuds with Kylo. The theme, because Anakin and Obi fought, Vader and Luke. Like, there's always this. Yeah, it's always connected, right? But I don't know. They could go lots of directions with her. But that's one that people have said that they might be leaning. Because it's weird that you would touch that and then get a hallucination. She's obviously force sensitive, if you couldn't tell.
I don't know, man. I thought she was just a normal person.
But who knows? Like, that's kind of the thing, is everyone's wondering what they're going to do with the twosome that they have. Take the saber.
Hey, no.
She's out. Later, bitch. I like how they do it. It's an Uncharted thing too. Uncharted do that all the time, where the main character would be like,
Twist. Maz is really
why the fuck would I want to get involved in all this death?
I mean, yeah. Why would you want? I mean, realistically,
like, you know what's better?
She had a happy life. She was a scavenger, making a quarter.
Maybe she did
quarter of a portion.
She could have a better life. She's out now. She's out of there. Oh, this is a cool scene.
That's true.
I just like Domhnall Gleeson. He's such a...
He's good. I'm not used to seeing him in this kind of role. He
does a good job with it. This is a cool shot. Oh yeah, I forgot about something that happens in this movie it's fucked up. Yep.
Channeling his inner Hitler.
That's what they're going for. That's always been the thing, right? Fascism versus...
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, this is the scene. Okay then. So this is a controversial scene for longtime Star Wars fans, and I'll show you why. You'll see why in a second. Some loved it, but not loved it from a sympathetic perspective, but somewhere you'll see. So this is obviously a massive super weapon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing. So now it's special. It doesn't just kill one planet. So this planet right here that you're watching is made up of cities. It might remind you of a certain planet used in episode 1, 2, and 3.
Oh yeah.
It's called Coruscant. It's basically one of the most pivotal, important planets in all of existence. It is now gone. And that's a controversial decision, I think, because that's a fascinating planet, isn't it? And I'm pretty sure that's what they bombed. Maybe I'm incorrect, but they don't actually unlike Rogue One, they don't list the planets, right? So
in a way, though, don't you kind of have to attack a pretty significant planet?
In the Empire days, Coruscant was used as like a factory for Star Destroyers, but they don't actually indicate what happens, like what changed or anything. They just blow it up, right? It's presumed. I don't know. They don't actually. Again, you have to be deep into the lore, I think, and pick up on the things to see which planets they actually blew up, because they just do a quick cut to them, right, before they blow them up.
Yeah, that's true.
But they destroyed like 4 planets at once there. I don't know. I'm a big Coruscant fan, actually, honestly. I like it. I think it's a cool looking planet.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, it was controversial. It was like, what? good question. We're almost done here. We're getting into the last act.
This has gone... Well, we still have an hour
a little less.
Roughly.
Those beasts. Yeah, epic Vista battle time. Action movie. Oh. Well, shit stood for thousands of years. Might as well destroy it. Isn't that what Han said when he came in?
Yeah. Oh, good. You have a safety on your blaster.
Man, you missed. Okay,
there
listen.
You go.
He got the jump on you.
That first shot missed by probably 20
He got the
feet.
jump on you, and she missed the first shot, and they still couldn't hit her.
Man, she is born to be a stormtrooper.
Yeah, she is. These battles are going to go on a long time. They're just going to miss. Oh, it's your boy, Emo-kin.
So my boy? My boy Kylo?
Yeah, Rilo-kin. Kylo Ren. What girl?
Uh-oh. What girl? Is it the one who resembles Luke?
Even though he's my uncle.
How dare she? Is she my cousin?
Yeah, like, are they related in some... Who knows, right? That's the thing. They yeah. Man, he's a way, he's a way better shot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Go.
Oh, dear Lord.
Don't give this idiot a saber. Jesus. Here,
no.
Truth be told, he'd cut off his own hand if he
No.
were to pick one of those up. With the competence levels he's shown in this movie thus far, he would have hurt himself.
Probably.
Huh. A little unrefined attack there, bud. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay. Stormtroopers got a little stronger.
Yeah, he's got that weapon. It's like an energized police baton. It's actually kind of sick. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, yeah.
Fuck you, Finn.
It's a lightsaber taser. It's a light taser.
Oh.
Okay. Man, I'm just gonna put it out there. Without Harrison Ford,
everyone's
this movie,
dead. Rogue. It would be the Rogue One.
This movie would suck without Harrison Ford right now for me. Yeah, it's
They'd
true.
all be dead. That's the thing, right? They're trying to show that these kids are not nearly competent, right? They can be overwhelmed.
Yeah.
They're not seasoned vets. Remember, that was his first battle, right? Shit, it's the Resistance.
Here comes Leia.
No.
And the rest of the Resistance?
No Leia.
Well,
hey, it's Poe. He's not dead.
Oh, he's not dead.
We won't make a big deal about it. Because they don't. They're just like, oh, he's back. Okay. Wasn't it a big plot point that he died? Where did he go? Whatever. Look at these dope fight scenes instead. They still nail the space battles in this one. And the scale, right?
Yeah.
Look at this. Oh. You see, Finn? That's what it's called, doing the job right. I know you don't know what that is, Finn. You shouldn't use that. You're no good with it. Just carry it. There you go. Oh, saved again. Finn would be dead so many times if people didn't save him. Oh. That's all Poe, right? That's what the implication is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is. It is, yeah. Oh, yeah, Poe saves the day. Presumed dead, saves the day. I like Poe. Poe's alright. You know, any pilot generally is okay, though. Pilot characters are usually... The pilot archetype, turns out, is a decent archetype. now go into this cave, and you're gonna see. Oh shit! So you're saying you dig the saber, you dig the little broadsword like indents for countering? Yeah.
I think it's cool.
It has a cool look.
It's something a little different. That's why I liked Mauls. It was different, right?
Hey, bitch, this is called the Force.
Maybe you heard of it. Maybe you thought it was a myth. It's not.
I am a wizard. They dress like wizards too, right? Like, I'm not off the mark, right? They are wizards. With swords. They're They're battle mages. Like from Elder Scrolls. I mean, Palpatine literally shoots lightning. Like, from his fingers. I guess you could say sorcerer too. Whatever you want to say. She's seen the map. Do you, though? Do they have what they need, Chris?
I mean, probably.
Hey, it's your little boy.
No, it's not.
No, I said it's your little boy. Tahan.
Oh.
That's his boy. Yeah, you know.
Oh.
Son,
gotcha.
Is that you?
I thought you were talking about something else.
Finn, if you run after it, you're going to catch that ship that's already taken off. Just keep going, bud.
Finn.
Dude, he's John Cena. He's going to never give up.
Man, he runs like John Cena.
You're going to yell the ship down. One more time? No? Okay. Well, you lose. Sorry. You're too late. I guess you did. It doesn't matter if you gave up. It's okay, though. Finn will find him.
He will always hustle. Yeah. He'll always show loyalty. And he will always have respect.
Well, we just know that when he next runs into Rilo Ken, he is going to give him an attitude adjustment.
And he won't be down for the 3 count. He'll stick out 2.5, about 20 times. Leia? Yeah.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Seriously, rest in peace.
Great actress. Been fun in fun roles too, not just serious ones. I'll never forget her role in Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. Oh god. Oh my. Oh dear. We'll get it. You have a red arm. They haven't seen each other in a while, if you don't get that implication. It's almost like their marriage went bad. We all knew that was coming. He saw it. He was all like, "Sup? I use the Force and stuff. I'm a wizard." But then they get the music blaring like this.
But then he's
hey, you don't like Finn? I don't know. I like that whole I'm an incompetent idiot.
Almost,
like
I was gonna say, he's almost like that dumb character you just like kind of have to like a little bit, but
stupids his way around and
kind of make fun of the
flimsily falls around and somehow things work out.
He's a jobber.
He's definitely the hilarious Heath Slater. Hey, it's Poe. That was the pilot. Remember you said that's one hell of a pilot?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we knew each other for like literally an hour and a half.
I stole your jacket.
shit, Finn's on board now. He lost Rey. Are they trying to like? This will be debated too after the fact, but do you think they're trying to lean into like Finn is really attracted to Rey or wants?
Yeah, so? I got that vibe earlier. Ugh.
No, I don't think from my memory they explore it heavily in this movie. I'm just curious if that's the vibe you're getting.
That's the vibe I got. He was being like, but you know, the moment I saw you, it changed.
True, but at the same time, this is a guy who just came out of basically concentration camp levels of upbringing and is trying to learn and meet people. Like, look, he made a hugging connection with Poe, and they only knew each other for an hour. Correct. Luke Skywalker's a myth. Haven't you heard? He doesn't exist. I don't know. I haven't seen Mark Hamill. Have you seen Mark Hamill anywhere? They say he was contracted for this movie, but I don't know. I don't know if I believe that rumor.
Is he not in this movie at all?
I'm not going to say anything. Oh. You're going to have to see.
Because I know he was contracted for it, but... Yeah!
What's up, Drew?
Hey, BB-8, there's your wannabe, or there's what you want
That's
to
the
be,
original.
I should say.
He's great. He's great in Clone Wars. There's so many good moments where he just owns other things in Clone Wars.
Who,
no,
BB-8?
R2-D2. BB-8 wasn't around. This is way after Clone Wars. Yeah.
I was gonna say I didn't think so.
No, because like that's set right between Episode 2 and 3, right? So Anakin would have both of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I knew R2 was great. I mean, R2's great and everything.
They'd even dedicate episodes where it's no Jedi. It's just R2 and C-3PO out on planets exploring weird things and stuff. It's good.
Sounds awesome.
Oh yeah, Clone Wars is good. People should watch it. I swear to God, I'm gonna rip it forever. Just power through that first season. There's a couple of stinkers. There's some droid humor. It's because it was a kid show to start, right? And as the kids aged, they started to like this stuff. Started to take their material a little more serious. But they also have fun too, and that's what I like. Star Wars is also fun sometimes. Oh yeah, important scene here, I guess. Did he? They did this with Vader. They turned him back.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like audio going on your end or something?
Nope.
Sorry, I heard like a scratching or something. I don't know what that was. It's gone now, whatever it was. Weird. So he's going to force the information out of her mind. That noise, whatever that was just there.
No.
Weird.
I didn't hear anything.
I could be losing my mind. There we go. He takes his mask off. You ready? And he's a baby-faced emo. That's the actual actor. They didn't do anything. It's just a baby-faced emo. Like, that's the thing. He's like, the angle, and I kind of dig it. The angle that they take with him, he's a fanboy, right? Isn't he? My grandfather was evil. I have emotional problems. I'm going through it. I'm only, I'm like 20. I like this actor, though. He's a good actor. He's such a I don't know. It's a weird villain. I like it though. I kind of got more on board with him when he took off the mask personally. Okay. Just because I feel they lean into what he is a little better.
Hmm.
Don't be afraid. Burner. See, if they would have just grabbed the droid with the plans, they wouldn't have had to do all this. Then they could just load the plans up and find that the map is missing anyway.
Yeah. From my understanding, Domhnall Gleeson pretty much runs the show.
Yeah, well, it seems like Kylo's much like Finn, young, inexperienced, makes mistakes, emotional.
Yeah, I know what you mean by you like him without the mask because it shows his weaknesses.
Yeah,
but I'm assuming they're gonna run with him for 3 movies or however many they want to do.
Yeah, there is a trilogy. Who knows what they do in the second one?
Yeah, but I'm assuming, that's he's gonna grow. Obviously.
Yeah.
He's almost like Anakin in 3 at this point.
There was very much he was Anakin. Like that's kind of the what they're leaning into, right? I mean, and he worships. Oh, this guy here is Easter egg here. Not really like lore Easter egg, but the guy who voices that stormtrooper is in such films as Spectre and Casino Royale and Skyfall and Quantum of Solace.
Daniel
Indeed.
Craig?
Indeed.
Really?
You can hear it if you listen. Yeah, definitely you can hear it.
I guess I can hear it, yeah.
They did the same thing with Rogue One, but I just don't remember the actor. There's been a couple times they've done this where they have. She has the Force. That thing. She's gone.
The Force is useful.
Your incompetence cost you again there, Ren. Yes. No.
Another temper tantrum.
Yeah.
Just walk away.
Oh, that's a good scene. Yeah, he's got to have his temper tantrums. He's just a boy, Yeah, that's what you mean. You can kind of get that image a little better with the mask off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they charge this weapon from the sun, which is actually kind of cool. Like, looks cool anyway. Let's just lay it out there. Yeah, that's right. It's a trap. Hey, that guy. I like that actor. He was in Saw, first one, and other stuff. Chewie agrees. Up to. Plan done. They really didn't plan that out that hard.
It's pretty weak overall.
I mean, 10 minutes in, they're like, we'll just blow it up. This worked last time, right?
There's always a way.
You think these scenes are weird for people who didn't watch the originals when they came out? Like to remember that, like, hey, these people were young once. That's what they're drawing back to, not just the memories, but like, hey guys, that's like 30 years ago. It was cool that they could get all the old actors back to set this up, though, before they all passed, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He'll bring them home all right. Has the spoiler you've known about happened already?
No, you know what it is. It's the big one.
Okay. Time for incompetent stormtroopers.
Yes. Packs of 4.
Yeah. She's just going to sneak by them. Hey, there's an intruder. All right, we're just going to run around in the corridors because no one would ever hide out of sight.
It's like Metal Gear.
Yeah. Huh? Cards. Just a box.
Huh? Huh? Seriously, it's basically the same.
All right, Chewie. Here we go. We're entering our final act. Whee! Hey, Snow Planet. New Hope didn't have this.
That's true. Not even a little bit.
No, there was no snow. Snowless.
Exactly.
Empire had snow and a cloud city. Great camera shot. I'll call him every time I say, oh man, even Fantastic. Oh, some award-winning camera work right there. Can you imagine something like this shot by Hoyt van Hoyema or whatever, the guy who does the one long continuous shot? You know, like the guy who works with what's his name from Gravity. Man. Guy with all the fur. Fucking Wookie. Takes a while, guys. Oh. Hey, trick from Game of Thrones. Oh, this guy. Finn. He's in charge.
More incompetent stormtroopers.
I mean, it makes sense why Finn's so incompetent, right? I mean, he is a stormtrooper.
Yeah. He shoots better than any of them.
Only after he took off the armor and started to see the truth.
Yeah, that's true.
The issue is just the armor. It must clog your vision or something. Hi, we're traveling in packs of 4. We can't see you, so please hide in plain sight. Oh shit, we're not going to look down there. Yeah. Fuck. Hey, did you guys hear about that intruder? She's basically Hitman at this point. They display the other people as competently as the enemies in Hitman's AI. Just wait for her to grab an axe. Nope, no one hears that. It's pretty loud, guys. Lower the shields. My roommate just sent me a beer. How nice of him. I'll enjoy a Moosehead while we finish this movie. We are in no way sponsored by Moosehead. I like Phasma's armor, though, and her cloak.
They haven't really done anything with her, though.
Yeah, we'll discuss this, I'm sure.
Kind of an issue I'm having with it right now.
It's got some good minor characters that are not featured, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like Finn. I like Poe, too, but Poe's not in the movie much either till now. It's almost like when when Poe showed up in that scene, it was like, oh, this is picking up again. He's lively.
Got a personality.
Yeah. All right. Domhnall Gleeson, though, thus far, best villain performance. He's been the best guy on the other side.
Thus far, yeah.
I like what they've done with Adam Driver, but it feels like building blocks, whereas Gleeson feels like a fully formed villain for this movie.
Yeah.
Like, he's easy to hate, right? Like you said, he basically channeled Hitler during that one scene.
Yeah.
Powerful, though, right? That scene was pretty powerful, in my opinion.
No, it was good. Yeah, it really was.
Action! These guys are idiots, I swear. Oh, you can't see them either. There's like literally 5 people sneaking around in this facility and nobody can spot them. What is a Wookiee, too? He's giant carpet. How do you not spot it?
And he's stealthy.
Yeah, he's a stealthy carpet. Shit, in 1 second, hand spotted her. The stormtroopers are still running in circles. I think she's splitting up. She might be on Squadron 4 now. Squadron 4. Level 6. Let's go. Alright,
we're just strolling down in our group of 4.
Make sure you don't look anywhere but the corridor. She could never hide in a closet or anything else.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a hug. He smiles. Yeah, and let's get to it.
Yeah, you can give the reach around later. Other than the New Hope stuff that trickled into this, it's been pretty good.
Yeah. like I said, they work around that stuff enough that I find that there is enough quality scenes in this thing. Like even the Rey Finn stuff, I didn't really mind as it developed, because to me it really felt like she was a scavenger who had no friends, and he was a stormtrooper who's only finding himself. Of course, they're going to get emotional when they find their first friends, right? Because they've never really experienced that before. They're basically children, like and it mirrors Kylo, right? Like they're going for the idea that these people they're only beginning to grasp the weight of everything, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine, right? Like, as you said, they could use that to build to the other movies. But to me, they can only get away with that once. In the next movie, these characters better be formed with opinions and thoughts and relationships.
Yeah.
You know? And hopefully they do a time jump, right? If they do like a time jump of like 5 years or a year or whatever, you can then work with that, right?
I was going to say something spoilery, but I'll say it at the end instead. Almost blurted it out.
I'm excited. I'm still excited for the new one coming out this year, believe it or not. This fall or this Christmas, November or December.
I'll put it this way: you cannot rely on old characters to carry your movie. You know, maybe you get away with it for one as a nice little flashback, but for future ones, you can't. I
think that's why it's easy to give this a pass, because it's like you can see them setting up characters to rely on new ones for the later movies, right? As well as giving us this throwback experience like what we're currently witnessing with Han and Chewie, right? As with most new things, you know, rebooting it certainly has strengths and weaknesses. Or not rebooting it, sorry, continuing it. They didn't really reboot. You're still there, right? Yeah? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Just thought maybe my audio dropped. They are hidden. Maybe you should specify to them that they should do more than just check corridors and stairs. Like, look, they literally aren't even looking over the rails. Like, oh my god,
just check the corridors.
Corners, guys. No. Corners, compartments, closets. Haven't you heard of that?
Not even doorways.
They don't check nothing but the fucking corridors. The wide open space that you can easily see from afar, they might be hidden there. Yes.
This is how you check.
He's got a better idea. Yeah, you're slow.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh, Papa, it's you. Please, Papa. It's not what happens. Sick bridge, though. Or walkway, whatever. I'd be afraid to be on that walkway. So you know what's going to happen here, but you don't know exactly how it happens. Okay.
Correct.
That's good then. I'll say I think this is a good scene. We'll let this scene marinate here, so we'll commentary maybe down a little for this scene. Just we'll get his thoughts afterwards, guys. Also, hi everyone. This is a stage. You can watch it. Isn't it easy to see? Guys, isn't the whole thing charging? No, movie's on hold for this scene. I will say too, nice touch, lack of music for this scene. Sometimes it's really good to have dramatic scenes without music. Yeah, you guys have been watching the scene the whole time. Yeah, the villain's winning right now. The real villain. Domhnall Gleeson. So, obviously you knew about this in advance.
Mm-hmm.
That is the end of Han Solo. Completely. Thoughts on the scene?
It was hard to watch and I knew it was coming.
Well acted, I thought, on both parties.
Yeah, it was.
It sucks to lose Han, obviously, too. I can say in theaters when I first saw this...
I almost blurred out earlier that the second movie's not going to have Han Solo to pick it up. And that's kind of why I meant when I said you can't rely on your old characters, because at some point you got to stand on your own two feet as a new trilogy.
There's this idea that they want to keep leaning into, and we can talk over this as a little bit of action here. It's exciting nonetheless, but this idea that they want to lean into Kylo as being a Vader fanboy, or trying to recreate Vader's experiences. I think very much he was actually anticipating that exact thing that just happened. Like, he wanted a moment that pushed him completely over the edge, similar to when Anakin killed Padme.
Yeah, well, I think that is kind of
the big family turmoil that just pushes you dark, right? And I think it's effective for that reason. Like, I think it was an effective scene in this movie for sure. And I didn't actually think Han was going to die initially. I thought maybe they turn him light. The movie retreaded enough that in theaters I thought that maybe they would just retread the Anakin turn from Vader thing right there, you know what I mean? And then present Snoke and another villain in the new one. Because I had no idea how it was going to go, but yeah.
You mean like Captain Phasma?
Yeah, Captain Phasma. She's a good actress.
Or whatever her name is.
Phasma. Here we go. All right. Well, I just murdered my father. You forgot your receipt, sir.
I mean, that's true.
Like an emo, he's okay with pain. That'd have been a more pro move if you would have pushed her onto a spiky tree and she would have died, Mortal Kombat style. Finn,
what are you doing?
I like how they make Kylo lean real angry Anakin episode 3 here too after the turn. Like, you were right about your vibes. I really do get the Anakin episode 3 vibes from him, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get one of these in the last movie. I've always loved a good lightsaber duel, honestly. Oh, good use of the weapon. timber. Wouldn't that tree fall? Nice try. I thought for sure that would have been Luke by the way, the first time I saw it.
Yeah, I kind of was wondering, but...
Mark Hamill's busy voicing the Joker. Sorry. That's all he does now. Oh, shit. All right, Black. What are you, a droid? Roger, Roger? Roger, Roger.
In these scenes, I just want to see, like, 4 stormtroopers just running. Like, alongside.
Alongside the pathways, yeah. Poe made it in. Time to destroy the inside of this thing. Weird that they left an inside weakness again, but I guess they're...
I think they learned from the first
Twice
mistake.
They actually did this. Because the second Death Star they got inside. It was a different inside. I think they need to realize that you can't make super weapons without serious flaws in design, so... Well, you almost were Hitler, Domhnall Gleeson. Almost.
No, he was still Hitler. He lost.
That's true. Too. You're right. They did destroy a bunch of planets. That's a big deal, right? They did damage.
Still had some success.
Their reign of terror did run for a bit.
I like how this is her first use of a lightsaber and she's already good at it.
The Force, my friend. Yeah, I hated that.
Like, Luke needed help.
From my perspective, compared to the Jedi who fought during the Clone Wars, those guys knew how to use lightsabers. You could even see it in the movies. They all had different fighting styles.
Yeah.
Like, Windu fought way different than Obi-Wan.
Her fighting style is
But
weird.
I will note that the other Obi-Wan fan theory, look at her fighting style. It kind of mirrors the one he uses, which is, I believe, is called Shichu form, which is like a defensive guardian style. Obi-Wan's considered the master of that style, by the way. He's considered the ultimate guardian. Which, I mean, I agree with. That was his thing, right? You never beat him. He may not have beated you, but you never beat him. He just defended forever. He was the quintessential Jedi.
Yeah.
That's one of the things they do nice with Clone Wars is they actually highlight how Obi-Wan hates the war because he doesn't want that to be his role, right? And it's neat.
She gonna cut off his hand.
I mean, he's taken some blows already. Chewie hit him with the bolt caster.
That's true.
And
I mean, I'm just assuming both live through this, so.
He might need to be roboticized a little bit, just to fit in with Vader. But this guy might even sign up for that, considering how much he appreciates Vader, right?
Well, that was kind of the reason I just assumed he might get.
He might just want to be a robot, Grievous style.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
That's Grievous' whole story arc, is he just wants to be a robot, so he can hold 4 lightsabers at once. And all the lightsabers he collects are from dead Jedi, by the way, that he kills. Grievous is cool. A cool villain, I mean. You have been defeated. Give him a 6 scar, too. All villains should have 6 scars.
That should help him look a little cooler.
Yeah, well, now he can really lean into the damaged angle, right?
Yeah.
That's his role, right? He goes from temper tantrum emo to very, very firm and proper, but damaged and angry. Oh. Well. Say hi. Fine and fine. You guys didn't account for this. Nice to know Domhnall Gleeson sticks around, right?
Yeah. I was kind of thinking he died.
Crux.
That's the thing they just said, too, right? Like, that Kylo Ren's still training.
Yeah. They're all... Well, these guys are... Well, I don't know if you could call Finn a Jedi. Who knows what they're... He used a lightsaber, but he sucked.
Yeah, I don't know. He got his ass kind of handed to him.
Chewie's here, don't worry. No hand, but Chewie's still around. They keep Chewie. Chewie's too good to lose.
It's still sad though.
Yeah. The loss of hand was, I can say in theaters, it was a pretty, like, I wasn't like tearful or anything, but it was like, hey, they did that. I felt they did justice to it. The moment, like, despite the flaws of the movie, the scene where he dies is they cue the music off. They treat it respectfully, I thought.
They did. I was, and you know, if I didn't know it was coming, I probably would have taken it harder.
Yes, it is an effective scene. The way he killed him was pretty, like, you know, embracing and pretending and treating it like an emotional moment that he has to do. Like, yeah, it was an angle. It wasn't just a battle, which was nice. Well, another big weapon destroyed. Nice try, people who serve evil things. There better not be a MacGuffin in the next movie. For sure. They got to stop with it.
Dude, the Empire...
The next movie should be a really personal story, in my opinion. Smaller in scale.
It should be the building of Kylo Ren. I mean,
or he should be built already. And some people speculate that it's going to be the building
No, but I mean, like, he should be, like through the movie, he should be growing.
Also...
Or has, like, for, like...
We're almost done here.
Grown.
Huh.
Yeah.
No Mark Hamill. He's not here. He didn't show up.
That's so weird that they cast him and then...
Huh. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that, yeah, we can talk about it after the movie's over, but yeah. It's a weird thing that happened in this movie. Look, I don't know what... This scene doesn't make sense to me. Why is she hugging Leia? How does she know Leia was married to Han and all that relationship? Nobody explained it to her. It's like she just knows. It's like they both know. Like, she doesn't even say anything. She comes off and then just like they look at each other like, we use the Force, so we know that Han is dead. Oh, R2 booted up out of nowhere. What's up, R2? The better droid. It's funny, in Clone Wars, they actually explained why R2 is actually the best droid of all. Nobody ever wipes his memory. So he might have important data for battles or whatever from previous things, but he also keeps everything. So that's why he seems so clever and smart and everything else, and because they never wiped him.
Is Mark Hamill supposed to be in future ones?
Yes. He's in the trailer for the new one. Okay. Lots.
God, he's going to be like the last scene, isn't he?
Indeed. You have predicted this. The map.
I kind of picked it up when you're like he's got to be in some capacity, and that would be like such a weird way of putting him in. Everyone's so excited to see him, and then it's just like,
hold on.
Yeah, look.
R2 has the other map coordinates. Oh, now if we combine them together,
R2's better.
We combine them together.
Look at the difference in the map.
Yeah, R2 gets the full map. Yeah, at about this time, it became clear to me what was happening. I was like, oh, I see. This movie's going to end with Hamill. It's like, okay, I guess you can do that.
It's kind of a rip-off, but okay. Bite it, but...
Yeah, well, because going in, you had no idea what they were going to do with these new characters, right? You just saw trailers. I wasn't disappointed with it, don't get me wrong, but yeah.
Dude, they're leaning into it.
She kissed him on the forehead. They're friends. Yeah, she said, my friend. Well, what other friends does he have? He didn't even have a name before the other day.
We'll see after 3 movies.
Oh, come on. What, are they going to have kids?
Let's see after 3 movies.
Their kids will be grown up in the 3rd movie.
Maybe.
That'll be the...
Then the next trilogy... No, that'll be the next
their
trilogy.
Kids and their robots.
And their names will be Khaleesi and...
They'll be Game of Thrones characters.
I don't know. Snow.
Khaleesi and Snow. Oh. She gets to hang out with Chewie now. The Millennium Falcon is hers. And she's a Jedi. She's basically all your favorite characters from the original Star Wars trilogy in one. And she's a woman.
I can see why.
Save the day. Progressivism. She's an okay character. I just think she's overrated.
I mean, I'm cool with that.
She's an archetype. And they combined a lot of other archetypes.
I do feel like sometimes it's funny how it gets forced in.
Yeah,
though,
but it's a little weird how they force it. All right.
It gives it a bit of a difference.
She's going to go look for Luke.
Because you really don't see female Jedi.
Oh, come on. There were several in Clone Wars. Anakin's
so I haven't seen Clone Wars.
It's the better.
But I'm saying if you just watch the main movies.
Dude, in one of the later seasons or episodes of Clone Wars in season 6, they have a kid training to be a Jedi that's a Wookiee Jedi. His lightsaber is made out of wood. It's so cool. Clone Wars is so good. It's so good. Powering through the Clone Wars. That's the new feature. We're gonna just watch Clone Wars.
Luke.
No, but we should watch Clone Wars not feature.
I might be related to you.
I don't think she is. That's a fan theory. Who knows? She could be related to Obi-Wan. She could be related to Luke. Some people think she's related to nobody. She's obviously related to someone. She touched the lightsaber and suddenly...
Come on, they're always related to people.
Well, Obi-Wan wasn't related to anyone outside of the canon.
I think I could see related to Obi-Wan.
Well, that's the thing. What did Obi-Wan do between episode 3 and 4? Right? And they want to do a solo movie where Ewan McGregor re-rolls. So you could easily have Ewan McGregor find a love interest and then have a kid who he leaves. And then for whatever reason that kid ends up on, said planet. But that would have been so long ago.
It would make sense.
No, it would have been had to be Obi-Wan's kids. She's Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan would have to be her grandfather. Right? Because there's no the age wouldn't work. She's only young now, right? So this is Luke's old. Obi-Wan's been dead since the beginning of A New Hope, which is like 40 years ago.
Would grandfather even work?
Because if he had a daughter, let's say, and then she had Rey.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Then she could have had Rey and left her on the planet after, the events of A New Hope. Or after Return of the Jedi. Hey, who's that guy?
I don't know.
That's the homeless guy?
Vader?
That's the homeless guy. Hey, you got any smokes?
He looks like a homeless guy these days.
Another old ancient Jedi planet he's on, by the way. Hi. You didn't bring any KFC. I'm disappointed.
I thought you were a myth.
I'm not a myth. Who are you? I've never seen you before. I shouldn't recognize you. But you're the only person on this whole planet, apparently. So not only did they only include Mark Hamill in the last part of this film, there are 0 scripted lines of dialogue for Mark Hamill to deliver. This right here is literally the end of the film.
I wonder how much he got paid for this.
Yeah, whatever. You shouldn't be allowed to bill an actor on the front and do this.
Yeah. That's some serious Metal Gear.
Look at this. He turned around and looked at her. That's his role in the movie.
Oh.
That was...
if you were a Luke fan...
I'm not, so I don't care. That makes the movie better from my perspective. And I like Mark Hamill. Yeah. It's not that. It's just Luke in episode 4, 5, and 6 isn't that entertaining to me. He's not what carries those movies. Anyway, there we go. May the 4th be with you. We have watched both Star Wars movies. Rogue One and
It wasn't that bad.
Thoughts?
It's pretty easy to get through.
I thought they were pretty easy watches. I think Rogue One's better, honestly. It's a better movie.
It is. Oh, 100% it is for me. I know a lot of people disagree with that. I've been reading a lot of people say they think Force Awakens is better. For me, no. It might have more... and don't get me wrong, Force Awakens is pretty good. But there's definitely a lot of callbacks, and I think that's where people love it. I think people just like seeing the old stuff. But for me, like I'm more interested in a new adventure. And as much as Rogue One is kind of the in-between and you do get Vader.
Different stories, different planets, different cultures.
I kind of like that we get to find out what happens there. And I kind of like that it's mostly completely new characters.
Yeah, I mean, you were in love with so many different characters in Rogue One as we were watching.
This one, it does have new characters too. But I find a lot of it hinge on, for me at least, my interest hinged a lot on Han Solo. Not as much Leia. She's not in it much. But Chewie and Han, a lot of it's hinged there, and I'm guessing the next one, a lot's going to be Luke. Right? I mean,
the theories are Snoke training Kylo while Luke trains.
And Luke will train.
And then they'll get them prepared for big duel at the end, right? Hopefully better scale, but the real question mark for me is what they do with Finn from here, because to me he was the most interesting new character because he has a different backstory, and as a character he's like, I was basically raised from birth to be a stormtrooper and I don't want to do that. So it's like, that's different, that's a new approach, and I'm curious to see if we get more Poe too. Like I would actually take montages of Rey training with no other character development of Rey. Focus on the other characters. We get who Rey is now. She's a scavenger. Like, we understand you've made her your Luke archetype. That was one of the biggest issues for me of episode 3, 4, and 5 is Luke was a little too boring to spend so much time with. And a lot of people like that because it's like, oh, well, he's the audience equivalent. And I'm not of the opinion that you need an audience equivalent in movies. Like, remember, I'm coming from the type of person who loves Marvel movies, and you're not supposed to relate with any of the Marvel characters. They're just superheroes that do cool things, who have different beliefs, right? And I kind of want more, like, Poe's cool, like, Finn's cool. Like, I just kind of, show me some people that are just doing things. So yeah, we'll see. Do you think that they explore eventually, even maybe not in the next one, but in episode 9, Kylo maybe getting an apprentice?
Yeah, I could see that.
Do you think maybe they could be bold too and take time jumps seriously? Like, they could go forward 10 years and be like,
can we just discuss
go ahead,
the complete underutilization
Mark Hamill
of certain characters?
Yeah, Captain Phasma looked cool early on, and I was really excited. I liked the actress.
I thought that was going to be an awesome character, and then...
Could be still. She's not dead. That's the thing. The building blocks for a lot of the characters, Finn, Poe, Phasma, they could be built upon in future movies. And I will say that, I know you probably haven't seen it, but the trailer for the new one, which is called The Last Jedi, Luke very much, like some of the dialogue that gets teased in that trailer, it's very much along the lines of Luke saying that there is no balance provided that Jedi exist. So it's like they're leaning into this idea that Luke wants to destroy all the Force and always essentially get rid of the space wizards. That's what it seems like.
I'm guessing they're gonna go like he feels so betrayed from
from Kylo
face that he just wants
I think it's more the realization that it doesn't matter how good your intentions are. If you are training people to use magical powers, let's be real, they might be they're destructive, and people are emotional, and if someone turns dark, the way they showcase these powers, the moment someone even has doubts and starts to turn dark, it's like the power can consume them. That's how they've displayed it throughout history, right? Even in Clone Wars a few times they show, like, if you start to think to the dark side, like, that's Anakin's whole plot line, right? Is he was supposed to be a good character and a good guy, but he just had dark thoughts and fears, and suddenly it's like, oh, well, now all your wizarding power basically allows you to destroy the universe. Like, maybe we should not have that. Like, that's like the perspective that it seems like Luke is taking. Like, no matter what, this becomes corrupted, so let's just stop doing this. None of us should be able to shoot lightning out of our hands. And you know what? I've never been able to shoot lightning out of my hands, but that might be an argument. I think that's
kind of
but it's not going to fly. I just hope though that they don't enter a world where that means that there is no Jedi. Like, if episode 8 is literally no Force users, I'll probably be disappointed, because I am a sucker for battles between space wizards.
Maybe you'll need a license to be a Force user.
Oh my goodness. What are we going to do? The superhero parallel?
Some serious Force control here.
Well, they're going to do the other thing. And
the NFA, the National Force Association.
Luke will somehow turn into the villain. Like, that's what this series needs, by the way.
Wasn't that like a big rumor that Luke was going to turn into the
everyone's
villain?
Wondering what they're going to do, because one of the pivotal things of Star Wars is turns, and the problem was no one knew in Episode 5 that Vader was going to be Luke's father, right? But in Episode 3, everyone knew eventually Anna was going to turn, because everyone knew, that's their prequels after the later stories are done. So with this, we have no idea. Let's hear your prediction based on what you just saw.
Okay, for the second movie, Kylo Ren's going to be killed.
Wow.
By Rey. By Rey.
She turns dark.
And no, she will kill Kylo Ren, and then everything's going to look really good, and all of a sudden Finn's going to get killed.
By Luke.
By Luke Skywalker. Yeah. And then Kylo Ren, or not Kylo Ren, and then Rey gets captured or something.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I kind of hope, and we saw this with Rogue One, I hope to see more references to Clone Wars characters. That's what I want to see.
Well, I guess Leia can't be in it, right? Or are they going to CGI Leia?
Leia's already filmed her parts. They said they CGI'd some things if they need.
Is she going to be in the third one?
They haven't confirmed or denied, I believe. They said that she might be, I think. But they don't want to confirm or deny because then that says stuff about what happens in 8.
If you go Luke evil, you could have Luke kill her.
Yeah, they could do a lot of stuff. I don't think they're going to do evil Luke. They might, but I mean, he's such a cardboard character. He was in Episode 4, 5, and 6 anyway. And anyone who disagrees, you're free to. I've had debates with even Dane, who does the Pajod quest with us, but I just think he's so generic. He's so boring. I'm bored. I'm on a sand planet. What's adventure? Oh, cool. I'm gonna learn things. There's no nuance. People know me. I like subtlety. I like my favorite character in Buffy was Rupert Giles. Like the comedian bookkeeper. I like snarky, intelligent, sarcastic characters who are irreverent and aware, and Luke is the exact opposite of that. He's just kind of a reactionary cookie-cutter hero, and I get it that works for a lot of people. That's classic. I'm not a fan. That just doesn't sell it for me. He doesn't detract from the movie. It's not like I think it's bad. It's a well-done hero archetype, but I want more than that. That's one of the reasons I was so interested in Anakin when I first heard kind of what they were doing. And then when the execution, it was like, oh no. And it's the same thing. The same thing could be said about Kylo Ren, by the way. Right now, they're executing it okay. The initial subplots about they're going to build from this darker archetype, but they could easily camp that out like they did with Anakin, and it'll suck. But if they treat it seriously, and an example of them treating it seriously is the scene where he kills Han Solo. I think you have to treat those drama situations. It doesn't have to be so serious that that there's no camp in the rest of the movie, but those situations have to feel legitimate and earned, and it did in that movie. But Anakin's a perfect example. Through episodes 1, 2, and 3, they don't earn a lot of the emotional things that they try to push him through, and that's part of the reason a lot of people had issues with it. It's not necessarily that they were emotional. It's you're bringing this operatic emotion to our Star Wars. It's no, that's always been in it. It's just they're not executing it in a way that justifies how deep they're pushing it. And that's thus far in the new Star Wars, I think that they're at least redeeming redeeming the fact that they're doing it. They've earned it, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No,
anyway,
sure.
That is it for Star Wars: The Force Awakens. That is it for our Star Wars recording day. We've watched 2 movies, movie commentaries. I had a good time, Chris. Enjoying some Star Wars
it's good. We'll have to do. Obviously, we're going to do this more because we said we're going to do it once a week.
And
I think it'll be fun for sure. So thanks, Ryan, for joining me and knocking off a couple on our list.
You could say we powered through the movie mill.
Yeah, we did. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, subscribe, comment, maybe even comment. We'll leave the list, and you can comment maybe another movie you'd like to see us do. Off that list, or even if it's not off the list, I don't mind doing some movies that
I wouldn't mind doing something a little more upright next. We'll see what people think, but I was leaning towards maybe doing a Doctor Strange next. Let's take a dip and show people our love for some Marvel.
Talk some Marvel, for sure.
We'll stick with the Disney studio right now.
we'll probably knock off some. I got some BVS I got to watch too. At some point. I haven't seen that Batman vs Superman.
I thought you did see that before we went and saw Suicide Squad.
No, I didn't. I saw Man of Steel and I read about PBS.
Right.
Suicide Squad. So, yeah. Thanks, Ryan, and may the 4th be with you.
Star Wars Day. 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 StarWarsDay. 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 StarWarsDay.